Hello, YouTubers, and welcome back to another Walking Dead Survivors chat here on the Lily Sierra YouTube channel. For today's episode, we're going to talk about how I recently got into it with some Discord mods over not spending real cash on in-game characters for this game. Specifically, people were talking about a couple of different things relating to, who's the best set of characters and stuff like that, and how, nobody's really done, a tier ranking or whatever in the last, I think it was, year or so, give or take. And then somebody mentioned something about, oh, yeah, it's because all these pay-to-win characters are, the best ones. It's that's the thing, right, though? But you gotta think about that logistically speaking. And I've told this before, dude. Yeah, that's fine if you want to sit there and have, the money to spend out like that and spend, upwards of 10 grand or more on a single character, that being Ezekiel, obviously. Or if you want to sit there and spend, several $1,000s here and there on a Michonne or a Glenn or something like that. But for me personally, if I have that kind of money just sitting around, right, I'm not gonna blow it on a goddamn digital character. I'm gonna fucking spend it on real life stuff at that point, like a house or property or a car or any physical item that I can have that would work after an EMP or that would be around after an electromagnetic pulse burst. So, yeah, it's just fucking nonsense, basically. And really what it is it's these people that are the Discord mods that are, I guarantee, are paid fucking shills at this point for the game. Probably by the game developers would be my guess. And so, of course, what are they going to do? They're going to push a bunch of bullshit. They're going to push a bunch of shit where it's like, oh, yeah, you got to spend, X amount of dollars to get good at this or whatever the case be. And the point I was making really was, it wasn't anything specific. It was basically, hey, it's cool now that we have, more stuff that are being given for these Rescue Rick events. That's the only thing I was basically mentioning, was how it's that's cool. You can get, Rick or Shane or Morgan or whatever the case be up higher now because you actually have the ability to do so thanks to the increase in overall content right now, which is actually true, by the way. They have redone, as of the recent patch, that was what it was. They redid the amount of stuff you can get each time now, and I believe it is over 100 fragments between the 40, 50, and 60 right now is what it is. In fact, I'm going to go check that right now just to confirm on this, because I have our thing for the last time, and I have our thing for the current one is what it is right now. So we just need to sync them up against each other right now, so it'll be, and I will show you guys exactly what we're talking about here momentarily. Since this one's to activate here. Let's see here now. So we go Rick. Okay. So I got those ones good to go. And then we go into our recent stuff here. Nope. Shit. Don't really want to do that. Damn it. Okay, let's see here now. Apparently, I guess Chester Bennington's son is really pissed at the still living members of Lincoln Park because they are basically screwing over his father's legacy, which makes logical sense. Again, it goes back to corporate greed on that kind of stuff. The same thing here, like I was talking about a minute ago with these people. Here's what it is. So that's always what it comes down to being in most cases, dude, is people not really giving a fuck about, the powers that be or whatever the case be. It's always, the corporate greed of society is what it is. And unfortunately, if people can, make a quick buck or make a bunch of money or whatever it is, they're going to do that stuff, obviously. And if they're, paid shill for the whole thing, it makes a lot more sense too, for that matter. So, but yeah, I really don't give a fuck about what other people say about the thing. It's like, hey, if you want to sit there and spend, $30,000-$40,000 on a fucking couple digital characters, that's up to you, man. Like, I'm not gonna do that though, because I don't have that kind of money just lying around. To me, $30,000-$40,000 right now, it could be a fucking game changer, honestly. I mean, hell, if I had $75,000, I would own this house outright right now, is what it is that I live in. Unfortunately, I don't have that money because, fucking circumstances are what they are, and I've grown up poor and I've lived poor my entire life, unfortunately. And unfortunately, those people that don't have to live that way don't know what it's like. So, and there's a reason why a lot of us, can't afford to spend, tens of thousands of fucking dollars on a video game, literally. So, anyway. But, yeah, now that we actually have all the Rick stuff here, we're going to go over everything right now. So, in the last one, see if I can do this up right now. Okay, let me see this real quick. Okay, I need to do this a different way right now. Just to make sure this is number one in the thing here. Okay, so this should work out correctly now. For me to show this. Okay, so before, with the Rescue Rick thing here, this is what the old stuff looked like. You would have, it would be like the one to, for Rick's. So you got 3, 1, 1, 3, 3, 4, and 4 up to 15. And then you got 5, 5, and 6 up to 30s is what it was there. And then for the 28, 31, and 34, you got, was that 6? I think it's 6, right? Yeah, 6, 10, and 14. And then for the 40, 50, and 60, you got 10, 19, and 37. So that was the old ones before they did the maintenance recently. Now with the maintenance, this is what stuff looks like now. I think this is pretty much the same, it looks like, for this. Oh, I get, no? I guess it did up a little bit because it looks like 5, you get 3, 3, 4, 4, etc. No, it's about the same, I guess, give or take. But it does change for 28, 31, 34, etc. because now it's 9, 15, and 21 respectively. And then for the 30, 40, 40, 50, 60, it's 15, 29, 56 now. So instead of 37, you get 56 and 61 then. So, yeah, you're walking away with like well over 100 is what it is then for overall stuff now. Combining together, you're actually walking away with, let me figure this out now, 56, 76, 80, 85, 90, 100. So you're walking away with 100 fragments right there between 40 and 60. And then if you add the other ones in, it's 145 for all the things. Plus, if you're actually including the Ricks on that one, you're actually walking away with, let's figure this out, 6, 11, 16, 20, 30, 35 for that. So potentially you're walking away with 180 per thing then for time. So that's actually pretty good, man, considering it only takes 260 to actually increase a Rick right now up to a certain point. So potentially you're getting that in like 1.5 times, which is actually really a good deal, honestly, on that. unfortunately, again, it goes back to people just not really, giving a fuck or whatever the case be there. So what ends up happening is you're getting screw jobbed. But people were basically saying was like, oh, it's not as good as the other ones. It's like, of course it's not gonna be as good as the other ones, dude, because it's fucking free comparing to a bunch of pay to win shit. Unfortunately, it won't allow us to shoot a game right now. So yeah, I'm not even gonna try it right now. That's what it is. But yeah, it's just ridiculous to be like, oh well, because I have to freaking pay for these other characters. They're so much better. It's like, yeah, of course they're fucking so much better, you idiot. You're paying for them. That's the whole point. So it's fucking nonsense, is what it is, dude. It's just nonsensical bullshit by a bunch of idiots, is what it is. So, a bunch of paid shills in this game is what it is, man. And frankly, I could give a fuck at that point. It's like, if you want to pay to get ahead, like, pay to get ahead, motherfucker. Like, I'm not there. That's the point, and I shouldn't have to, and nobody else should have to either. And it's like, if you're expecting us to pay to win, like, that's just stupid, is what it is. Because most of us aren't, because we can't literally afford to, is what it is, man. And that is the one biggest problem I think I have with the game entirely right now, is that whole weird ass like elitist attitude, basically, where it's like, oh, this is better than this thing, or whatever the case be. It's like, yeah, but guess what? It's way the fuck easier to get these than it is to get a bunch of other fragments for a bunch of other shit, dude. Like, even right now, right? Like, because they were talking about like the Whisperers trio and stuff like that, and it's like, yeah, even in my best ones right now, dude, Whisperers trio is only like 118 or something like that, and it's not even the whole thing is 118. It's like it's 118, and like 114 or something like that would be then. So whereas right now my Rick, Shane, and my Eric, Shane, Morgan, and Rick, Militia Rick, specifically in the kind I'm in right now, it's the Rick is 132, the Morgan is 131, and the Shane is 130. So, and yeah, their defenses aren't that great. It's like the global effect for Shane is only at this point at 130. It's a 15.4 defense. Morgan is 14.2 attack, and Rick is 17.28 extra health is what it is for everybody. Comparing to Governor at 122 is 17.16. So obviously Governor is going to be a lot better. And I understand with what the one person was saying, though, because it wasn't that second person. They were just, bullshit, whatever the case be. Maybe it was like, I don't know, I can't remember. It was one of the two. I think it was the first person that was saying it. Who I'm pretty sure was the wife of the second person, or potentially the second person was actually just a different account of the first person. That's what it is. And I understand what they were saying, like, when you have like March capacity increases and stuff like that for people like, Governor or, Negan or something like that, where it's increasing like, 500, 600, 700, 800, almost 800 people is what it is there. Like, yeah, it's going to be a lot better than, things like Shane or whatever the case be that doesn't do that stuff. Because even like Shane's main thing there, it's only crew's health being increased, or Morgan, it's the crew's defense being increased for his main thing, and then Rick is obviously the crew's attack being increased. So, and I totally understand that. I totally get that. That it's not going to be that good of a thing, or whatever the case be. Thing is, though, honestly, it's the same deal with Beta, Alpha, and Lydia. They all have that same first thing too, as well. Like, there's only a handful of characters that actually have like something different as their main thing. Like, actually, I think as far as I'm aware, I think almost everybody, that's the main like 12 you can get for free, all have that same kind of abilities. Because looking at it now, like even Abraham has that kind of stuff too, and so does Princess. Like that's their go-to things, is what it is for their main thing. It's only when you get to like, well, I guess technically Governor is technically a free-to-play character, but it's only, you only really get enough fragments for it when you're starting to like, are able to build up stuff. So if you're trying to do it in the beginning stages and stuff like that, like, yeah, it's not that great because, or the same thing with like Negan and stuff like that. It's not that good. It's not that easy to get those dudes unless you're actually willing to put down like hard-earned real dollars into the game, is what it is there. So, but yeah, like eventually, like if you can't get those guys high enough, like, and I get what they were saying, like the Violent Minds trio and stuff like that, of like Call to Arms to White and stuff, which I think is going to be my end game at some point down the line. It's gonna take forever to get that stuff though right now, because even most recently with this Scavenge Rush game, it's still like months and months away. Like even right now, like the most recent Scavenge Rush, I was only able to get a 2-1 to White in this account right now. And it's going to be, months off until I'm able to get like a 3, a 4, etc. I think actually I figured when I was figuring out my calculations here a few weeks ago now, it's not going to be until like almost Christmas of this year that I would have like a 4-star Dwight basically. And by then I'd also have a 5-star Pamela potentially in all the accounts right now, because those are only, I believe it's about 8 weeks away, give or take right now, before they're going to have enough to get her up to 5 stars. It'll be there. Actually, this one right here is 7 weeks that I'm in right now, because she's at 98 in this one. And yeah, by then I'll be able to get the rubies and stuff like that. And it would really be very helpful if they stopped screwing people over all the time, like they fucked us all over the other day, because they made a stupid ass glitch in the game for that fucking maintenance for the dumbass bingo that basically gave us all free rubies, which they should have just given us all free rubies anyway at that point. Extra ones like that for that, because they fucked us out of the bingo. Then is what it is. And instead, they were like, "Oh, by the way, I just want to let everybody know, yeah, that wasn't supposed to be a thing. That was totally a glitch. And fuck you, you're down like 5,000 rubies now or some shit like that." And it's like, what the fuck, dude? Like that's some goddamn bullshit. Like that, what the fuck, brother? So yeah, it really just shows like it's just a bunch of scumbaggery. What it is with these fucking game developer people. Is what it is, then, man. Don't give a fuck about you or anybody else. They just want to be a bunch of corporate greed pieces of shit. Is what it is, then. So, very fucking infuriating for sure. But anyways, yeah. On that note, though, it is pretty messed up, man. It is pretty messed up in general. So, nope, still being stupid. Okay, just wanted to confirm it was still being dumb. All right, let's see. So we are almost to 5 mil there. Just gonna get a couple things done here. Go ahead and redo some of my 4s into 5s, etc. But yeah, it's just completely scumbaggy shit is what it is, dude. And it's like the whole point, and like I didn't really understand what the fuck this person was saying to me, because they were like talking about like some weird ass like terminology, and I'm like, who the fuck talks like that, basically? But yeah, I looked up what it was, and it was like basically the here crew, whatever the case be, and it's like, yeah, like why the fuck wouldn't we be, dude? That's the whole point entirely. So I think what they're basically trying to say is like, oh, you're just trying to be the free to play people and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, exactly. That's the whole fucking point, dude. I'm not gonna sit here and pay real money into this game, is what it is. Are you fucking retarded? Like, do you not understand that I've already played this game for like 2.5 years without paying a fucking dime, with the exception of someone else paying my way into another region? Why the fuck would I keep paying money to play when I don't have to? Like literally, like I've said before, dude, the only time I'd ever spend cash in this game legitimately would be the $20 across all the accounts. So it'd be $20 a piece at that point. So it'd be like $60 in total then to get that set of ruby stuff, which is because they doubled it here in like the last 6 months, a year, whatever it was now. Like that would be the only reason, would be to get the 162,000 rubies would be there. With the exception of that, I would never pay a dime into this game. Now, granted, most recently, it's a situation there where, because I'm, like a day or two off of flasks right now in my main account to do my last T10 tech, I'm like seriously considering, like, do I pay like a couple dollars in there or not? And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, do you really have that money on your credit card to do that, though? And it's like, no, I don't. And that's the whole point, dude. I'm trying to be physically responsible, almost 40 years old. But that's the point. Like, there's a lot of these dumb motherfuckers that are like, 25, 30 years old, whatever the hell it is, maybe at most. A lot of them are actually probably teenagers, my guess, really, in many cases. They're not gonna fucking worry about that because it's mommy and daddy fucking paying their credit card bills for them, is what it is, dude. But guess what, everybody? My mommy and daddy are both dead now. And I gotta live on my own and take care of my own bills and shit, dude. As a real adult, is what it is. I'm not going to be putting myself in financial fucking ruin because of some dumbass video game is what it is there. And that's what I don't understand about people that do that anyway. It's just like, y'all are stupid as fuck, dude, for real. Like, I totally get the people that actually have the money out there that are, you know, like your killer beast types, basically, is the way I'll always refer back to that dude, is what it is there, because I know for a fact that guy is a corporate executive of some kind and makes, you know, millions of fucking dollars a year pretty much. So, yeah, he can afford to sit there and spend, you know, 100K, 200K, whatever the hell it is, on a game. Like, that's a drop in the bucket to him is what it is. Again, for someone like myself, who is poor, who has always been poor, that is life-changing money, dude. That is literally the difference between us owning our family lineage and not having our ancestral home anymore. You know? Like, I don't think people realize that, dude. Like, that's a sad fact of life right there, dude. Like, if I had, like I said, 100K or so right now, I could just buy this place outright. I wouldn't have a sale coming up this next week is what it is then. I'm going to have to move out of this place at some point and then fucking, you know, try to find a fucking bullshit apartment for a year to move into, and then eventually, you know, hopefully by then it'll be a situation where I can go find a piece of property to then, you know, potentially buy out with some money is what it is then. Because if I can do that, like, that would at least be nice, because I'd be able to, you know, live how I want to live at that point. Most likely also at that point, if I'm living in, like, the rural area of the state or whatever the case be, I'm probably most likely going to do the Elon Musk Starlink thing is what it is then at that point, because I don't think there's going to be a lot of digital, how am I trying to say this now? I don't think there's going to be a lot of internet out that way, so you have to basically go that route of, like, really weird digital stuff if you want to have anything at all is what it is then. So, and I still like to play the game because I do enjoy it is what it is, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, I don't feel like being, you know, lectured by, you know, somebody who's getting paid to be a fucking shill and shit. Like, that's what it is, dude. And that's the whole point entirely right there. It's like, anybody has those purple fucking names and stuff on Discord there for this game, like, you know damn well they're getting paid to be there, dude, is what it is. And, like, paid to basically be like, and this is why you're supposed to talk up the fucking pay-to-win gaming is what it is. It's like, no, I think I'm good, bro. I think I won't take your advice on that shit. So, and what's fucked up is there's a lot of kids out there that will, you know, that can't afford this stuff, but they will, you know, jack mom or dad's credit card. And then you have these game companies either having to refund the shit or get their asses sued by these families because some dumbass fucking kid using mom and dad's credit card without their permission is what it is then. Which I'm surprised there's not more lawsuits against these microtransaction games like this, dude. Because I guarantee there are kids doing that stuff. It's probably not this game specifically, but it's more like Roadblocks and stuff like that is what it is. But even still, it's like, yeah, like you would think at that point, like, how are these games not responsible? Like, how are the game developers of these games not responsible when you were literally giving a kid, impressionable child, by the way, an option of, oh, you can get ahead right now. Just pay, you know, $5, little Johnny, and then $5 turns into $10, and then $10 to $100, and then $100 to $1,000. And now all of a sudden you got this kid spending, you know, $7,000 on a fucking game or something like that. So, because I've said it before, dude, when you look at some of these characters in here, you know, they really do get some good come-ons on this game, man. It's like, you know, $5 here for this, $3 here for that, $1 for, like, you know, a character like Glenn and stuff like that. But they don't realize, like, the hidden cost there is what it is, which is like, yeah, that's all well and good if you just want, like, the base character, but if you want to get it, like, any kind of real deal there where it's actually going to be a true formation leadership at that point, it's going to cost you, like, so many thousands of dollars to get it actually suitable to play in that role. It's not worth it, dude. And that's the entire point. It's just fucking stupid is what it is. It's complete and total nonsense is what it comes into being. And unfortunately, there are so many people that just fall for that shit, like hook, line, and fucking sinker is what it is, man. And that's the entire point I'm trying to do with these streams right now. Is I'm trying to actually tell people, like, no, there's a different way you can do stuff, man. It's like, just because people want to sit there and talk shit about one of the freer, sets of characters and stuff like that, fuck them. Like, fuck those people. Seriously, dude. They don't give a shit about your financial well-being. They're not going to pay your bills. So why the hell would you listen to their bullshit advice is what it is then, dude? Like, why are you going to listen to somebody who's telling you to spend thousands of fucking dollars you don't have versus someone who's like, no, dude, if you spend enough time in the game and you put your fucking, your blood, sweat, and tears into it and stuff like that, and you just grind for a couple of years, dude, you can get really good in this game is what it is, man. Now, granted, yeah, you're probably going to get shielded up quite a bit is what it is, dude, because you're going to have to deal with all these whales and mega whales and everything else like that. But at the same time, if you're in a good region and stuff like that, it ain't going to matter because you're going to be in a region that has, some bigger dolphins, some smaller whales, some mid-sized whales, and then some of those super whales too, for that matter, that aren't going to expect you to sit there and pay a bunch of money out the door. And are going to understand, like, yeah, this man can't afford that stuff, dude. So why are you, harking on him on that shit for? So, and I think that's the good thing about some of these regions in here is what it is, dude. People actually give a fuck about each other versus some of these scumbags that are like, oh no, you must sit there and pay, $500 a week or whatever the case be just to play is what it is. And it's like, the hell I do. It's like, are you paying my bills for me, bitch? Nope. Okay, then fuck you. Seriously, it's fucking ridiculous what it is, dude. Completely retarded. So, but yeah, I felt good calling that one person out on that one, dude, and like telling them what was up. And it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna sit there and pay, tons of money into a game where I don't have that cash to spare is what it is, dude, because that's just stupid is what it is. So I'll see if they actually get back to me later or not, but I doubt they will, but who the hell knows? Maybe they will. They'll probably just try to talk some shit back at me or something like that is my guess. So it's also one reason why you don't really interact in the fucking those Discord channels to begin with, because it's just a bunch of idiocy there is what it is, and that's what you're going to stumble upon is all these pay-to-winish people is what it is then. They're just like, oh, but you have to do this to get ahead and do that and everything. It's like, no, I don't, dude. It's great that you did that stuff, but guess what? I'm not going to do that stuff because I can't afford to. If I could afford to, would I? Maybe. Probably not, though. Because, again, I'm not going to be an irresponsible idiot at almost 40 years old, is what it is. Like, it's one thing when you're an irresponsible dumbass when you're, like, 25 or even, like, 19, 20, something like that. But when you're an irresponsible dumbass, when you're in your fucking, late 30s, almost 40 years old, then you just look like a complete dipshit is what it is then. So, and that's the entire point right now. Is that I'm not that thing. I am a grown-ass man. I have grown-up problems to deal with. So, yeah, there's no reason for me to sit there and blow a bunch of money I don't have is what it is. I plan on doing some good stuff this year is what it is, and hopefully when it's all said and done, it'll actually get done correctly, and I don't know, who knows. I mean, hell, it could be in a fucking Civil War / World War III in the next 2 months for all the hell we know. I know Trump and Kamala are having that debate tonight, so that'll be interesting to see. We already know she's a fucking retard that's an ineligible candidate right now that's illegally running for office, so. And then you got other people bitching about, like, oh, these two people are not the best representation of this country. It's like, yeah, and guess what, dude? The ones that are got fucked over. So there you go. So it's either make the best choice of the worst choices or shut the hell up, basically, is what it is. So. Yeah, I don't know, man. Just fucked up either way, but. Yeah, it just kind of sucks to think about, people like giving you shit because you're like, oh, I'm not going to sit there and pay, real cash into the game and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, you're not paying real money, then you don't really have a say is what it is. It's like, the hell I don't, dude. I put enough time and fucking energy into this game. I have more than enough to fucking say. You know? For people to sit there and be giving you shit for being like, oh, but you don't get to comment about this thing or that thing or whatever it is, and it's like, yes, I fucking do. So, anyway, as it was when we took a scamp last night, and I was wondering why it was taking so long to take it, and I realized after the fact it was two dudes trying to do it together is what it was then, and then I jumped in there with my 3 accounts and ended up getting a couple hundred points worth of stuff. Then is what it was, and yeah, it was the 5 of us then that took it all. So, because they were 1 and 2, and I was 3, 4, and 5 respectively. That's what it was. So, which worked out given the fact that they had screwed us recently on the bingo. Ruby money is what it is there. But yeah, it's a whole thing, dude. But anyway, like I said, I enjoyed the game though. It's fun, and it is time consuming though. If you're not going to pay to win, I will say that. Like, if we don't have the money just to like throw down like X amount of dollars, whatever the case be, it is a lot more of a pain. That being said, if you and I could see if you don't have multiple accounts and stuff too, for that matter, if you just had like a single account or whatever, I could see maybe spending like $100 over like, I don't know, like a 6 month to a year time span and stuff like that, because you're just spending various money here and there is what it is. Maybe not even $100. Maybe like, let's go ahead and say $150 to $200, give or take, right? Like, I could buy that. I could buy that just because you'd be buying the war pass thing on a monthly basis, which is $10 a month, so that's $120 a year. And then let's say you'd be paying, another, $10 a month for the first aid pass. So that's, $240 a year basically right there. And you're getting a lot for that, dude. You're getting quite a lot for that, actually. You're getting all those extra shields, you're getting all that extra equipment and stuff like that for the first aid pass, all those extra keys, etc. And then, of course, for the war pass, you're getting all the extra long range things. You're getting all the extra pass voucher 3 things is what it is there to make your alpha betas, etc. more in tune with everybody's what it is there, and get them up higher. Because the thing is, you want just one of those war passes, dude. You get enough in that one to level out those guys a couple of times what it is there, because you end up with, let me figure this out, 125 there, another 125, so that's 250, 375, plus another 250, so let's say 250, 250, 500. So 625 there is what it is. Is that all you get for the thing? Yeah, 625 is what you get for the entire thing there. So yeah, so you're talking about 625 fragments. So you're talking, if you're already up there to that point, you're basically from, I believe it is 120 to 130. You're spending 260 a go, and then it's anything after 130, like 130 to 140, is also 260 a piece then. But yeah, like if you're not even up to that point, like let's say right now, like if I was to buy that on this account right now, where my alpha is a 116 and stuff, right? Like it's only 120. So potentially, if I would buy that for the 1 month, there is what it is, dude. My alpha would now be up to a 120 in quick succession, and I still have a couple of hundred token, or still have a couple hundred fragmentations at that point to up her past that to potentially 122, etc. And so yeah, if you're getting that war pass for every month for a year, you're actually ending up with enough to basically get these dudes, at least one of those guys anyway, for that particular thing, then up there to like the 130s, 140s, etc. pretty quickly is what it is. Now, granted, that would just be one character. That wouldn't be all the characters of that formation, unless you're going to do that across the boards, would be, which would make more sense, honestly, depending on how high your episode is there. Because then you're also able to get, all the dudes at that point. Because really, if I was going to do that, honestly, what I would do is I would spend that, $10 or it is there, get that stuff, and then seriously consider, upping all my dudes across the boards what it is right now. So, which actually, how much longer is this available to me right now for? Did it say that was what, $10? Yeah, $10. It's actually not a bad play to make. I'm trying to think how much I have left on my card right now, as it would be. Because I'm like, because the problem is it's not just $10. It's like it would be $30, obviously, because I was gonna do it across the board on my main accounts. It would be then. So, although what would be more of a better play on that one? Would it be that, or would it be that weird season pass thing? Because it's only $5. Yeah, but that doesn't really do. Yeah, the thing with that is it's like that's all well and good and all, but it doesn't give you what you really need to have like long-term sustainability is what it is there. Like obviously you get the shared scavenge site thing is what it is there, which is should be automatic anyway. Without having to pay money for it then. So I don't know, man. It's hard to say. Yeah, it's not terrible thinking about it right now. Because even like the most recent thing for the 7-day thing, I think that was like a $20 bill for that thing, if I'm not mistaken. This time around. Yeah, it's $20 for that one this time around. But then it also gave you 100 fucking boxing gloves. And then 5,000 rubies. 7,500 minutes of speed ups too, for that matter, which is a fuck ton. So if I was to do that right now, I'd only got 13 hours to spend money on that, though, obviously. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm thinking about it right now because I'm debating like how I'd want to do this right now. Because if I get 625, so that'd be, so I need 50 to go to get that one to a 6.4, and then it'd be another 120, so that'd be 170 there, and then beta needs 80, and then another 120, so that'd be 200 there. So let's figure this out. 200 there, and then I said it would be 170 there, so that'd be 370. So let's figure this out. 625, so 370. So that'd be, so 255 left on that one. And then we got Lydia, that is, we need almost all of that if that be the case then. So I don't know, man. Maybe. Because the thing is, it wouldn't just be getting that either. It would be getting everything that's attached to that too, for that matter, where you get a fuck ton of speed up, or you get a fuck ton of long ranges too on that one. Plus all the other stuff, the speed up stuff, a bunch of sunglasses, a bunch of bread, a few other hilltop things is what it is there, a bunch of rubies and stuff too. So yeah, I don't know. It'd be seriously probably worth it at this point, honestly. Like even if I was just buying this right now, because it would only be for like 5 more days or whatever, but it would be worth it because I'd get, like I said, that thing right there is what it is. So I don't know. It's hard to think about right now. Like, really, it comes down to being, is it worth it to do that or not? And the answer is possibly. Possibly. Again, I would need to check exactly what my thing is currently, is what it is here. No, I probably have enough on there. To where I could spend that money if I needed to. Because the thing is, it's not like I'm not going to sell stuff here very soon that would be able to pay that off then. So, yeah, maybe I'll do that. I don't know. Depends. Debating if I want to do that later or not. Could be worth it. Check my other accounts here and see what those are right now. Okay, these ones are actually even closer. Well, that one is anyway. This alpha right here on this second account here is only 15 away from being a 6.4, and then it would be another 120, so 135 over for that one. But then beta's only 15 of 120 as a 6.3, so that's 105 right there. So that'd be 200 and, or, yeah, I'm trying to figure this out now. 120. Yeah, it'd be 225 for that one. So 225 for that plus 135, so that'd be 360. So that leaves us with about 265, I think, give or take. And Lydia's 45 right now, so that'd be 75 to go on that, and then another 125, or 120, so that'd be like 195. So I can get it all done on that one for sure, if I needed to do that, which would be a pretty good deal. Obviously, I'm thinking about this as a what you call it, where it only be a one-time thing just to get those up a little higher is what it is there. So if I was to do this, because I wouldn't do it continuously, I just do it as a one-shot go is what it is then. So, and then see the main sanatorium account. Let's see where that's sitting at right now for these dudes. The reason I say this obviously is because the people that were babbling on about stuff were talking about how much better the Whisperers trio was. You know, the people were like, "Yeah, if you have this stuff though, it sucks." So, but I mean, that's the thing though. If you're able to get it high enough, there is what it is. The whole thing. So. Yeah, it's hard to say, man. Very hard to say. It's one of those things where if I had somebody that would just like, hand me the $30, that'd be nice, but unfortunately that's not the case. So yeah. I mean, the thing is, in the long run, like, it's like $30 for video game stuff versus, like real life things. And it's like, okay, but what could $30 really get me right now, Because it's like, it's not a whole lot anymore, dude. Sadly, it's not. But yeah, I'm still thinking about it. I'm still going to mull it over right now because, well, I think it's worth it at the same time. It's like, is it though? I mean, the answer is probably yes, but like, how much is it worth it though? You know. So, like now would be the actual time to do it is the big thing because we are so close to the end of the thing right now is what it is that it would be totally worth it to do it now right now. Currently is what it is. So. Yeah, let's see. If I did it in this one, main account, we are 115 away from beta becoming a 7-star anyway. We are, let's figure this out now, 45. So that'd be 75, 120, 195 away from alpha becoming that. And then Lydia's actually only at 114 here is what it is, but she's fairly close. She's like mid-grade is what it is right now, so. Yeah, so 53, so that'd be like 67 to get to 116. So 67, and then we got 240, so that'd be like 307 just for hers, what it is on that. And then that would be 115. So let's go ahead and say 305 for her on that. So plus 115 would be 420, so that leaves us with 205 then. And to get alpha all the way up there, it would be $195. So we'd have like 10 left. So we actually have like 8 left. We'd actually have enough for Lydia to get all the way up there is what it is then. We have about 6 to spare, I think is what it'll be then. So I don't know, man, maybe. And then again, we could always just say forget Lydia completely and just focus on getting Rosita up to a 6.3, get Holly up to a 6.4, and then do Beta up to a 7 and do Alpha up to a 7 potentially. Yeah, it's hard to say on that one, dude. It's really hard to say on that one. I don't know. Like, that's the thing. I just don't want to spend the money is what it is, man. Like, I know I technically, quote-unquote, have it, but I really don't is what it is. And it's a situation there where it's like, yeah, I don't really want to spend, like, money I don't have. Because you never know what's going to happen is what it is now. And the thing is, too, like, that is, like, potentially, like I said, $30 right there. And that could be difference between, you know, I'm not gonna say it's like life and death at that point, but it would be, what do you call it now? It could potentially be the difference between like having like, you know, lights on in a couple of weeks versus not having lights on in a couple of weeks, kind of thing. So, yeah, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to think about right there on that. But again, I don't know. Like it's because the buying power today, like you think about it, right? It's like it's like obviously you're thinking it's like $10 or something, but it's really not $10. It's more like, you know, like how much is really how much is the US dollar worth right now, the petrodollar? And it keeps getting, you know, less and less buying power every day. So really that $10 is more like a couple bucks at most. So I don't know. If I did it just like that's the thing. If I had just a one account, I'd probably do it for the $10. But the problem is like doing it in 3 accounts for $10 a piece is like it's kind of a lot. You know. So I don't know. Maybe I should. Maybe I will. matter of thinking right now is what it would be, man. Because the thing is, I think technically I should be able to pay this off very easily in the next little bit too, because of things coming up too, is what it would be then. So yeah, it would just be a matter of time before I get, cash flow coming in. And like I said, it's potentially if I'm able to sell a few things right now, I could easily make some money there, and that would be enough to pay off, a little bit of that stuff right now, and then it would just be a whole thing there as it would be. So yeah, I think honestly now, it'd probably be smart to just do that, honestly, if I'm being honest with myself. So, and then that way I could get, a couple things done and whatnot, and then just like have the cash to, fuck around. That's what it is, or whatever. So, yeah. It's the one thing I was talking to somebody about the other day, and we were discussing like, me not paying off like debt essentially with what's happening right now. Because apparently they were under the impression I had like, tens of thousands of dollars in debt, and I'm just like, nah, dude, I got like a couple $100 debt is what it is right now. Like it's not. It's like literally it'd be me just like one shot paying off a card is what it is then, if it came to it. So it wouldn't be anything like, ridiculously like overdone or whatever. It'd just be like, yeah, I'm just paying off this card for like a few $100 is what it is or whatever. So like, yeah, if it was my student loan debt, like fuck those people, what it is, man. Hopefully with the way things are going right now, I can actually figure out a way to just get that completely done away with right now and just be almost debt free completely is what it is then. So that's also why, I'm sitting here like seriously like convincing myself is like, okay, is it worth it to spend this $30 or not really is what it is. Because it's like in the long run, like that could be again like several meals in my stomach is what it is then. Versus like right now, like, we could always have like a collapse tomorrow is what it is, and it wouldn't matter anyway. So what the fuck? So yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say, man. It's one of those things that's really difficult to think about is what it is, and I think honestly, when it's all said and done, like it probably is worth it to do that to burn that little bit of cash is what it is right now on that card, just cause, But I don't know. We'll see. I think what I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna see if I can. I know there's a way you can do like a certain thing or whatever somehow, to where you're actually paying less. You're not paying like the actual full amount. You're paying like, if you do it in like a different country's currency or whatever, you can do it as like a different payment method or whatever. And then it's actually like less money or whatever overall. Instead of being like $10, it's actually more like $7 or something a piece. So I don't know how I would actually do that. That was the problem. So, but yeah, it's whatever. But anyway. Yeah, it's semantics though, man. Like I said, I'm debating about it right now. Debating about how I'd want to potentially go about this would be then. So, because the thing is, I actually want the extra shit, is what it is too. So, and my accounts are running kind of low right now when it comes to certain things. So it would technically be worth it just to get that, is what it is. Just to have it, versus, unfortunately, there's some other stuff out there that's not as good. So, like I would think even just having like the extra, a few hundred to long ranges and stuff would probably be worth it alone on that one. So, like, that to me is a big game changer as well. And that's what I'm saying. Like, they do give you a lot for what you're getting there if you're getting it at the right time and stuff. It's just, because I think technically those are supposed to last for like 30 days or whatever, but like, I don't know if they really do or not. Because potentially if I do it now, like, there is a possibility of me getting like extra stuff, like 20 for the next, like, 25 more days. There's what it is. But then again, it could just be this stuff for this 1 month is what it is then. So I have no idea, man, honestly. I need to ask somebody that question, actually. In fact, I think maybe I'll just go on the Discord and ask some of the other people and stuff that question. See if they have any answers for me there or not. I just figured it out with my my Ruby set in this though. I don't know if I'll be able to show this or not now. Nope, still being retarded. Damn it. Yeah, but anyway, my rubies right now are 2004 on there. So if I put 20 more in there, then is what it is. Now we're up to 2024, current year. So, but yeah, that's the whole thing, man. Honestly, if I was going to do stuff in this account right now, what I would actually do is I would we're down to 49 now. Jesus. Okay, well, that's good to know. I didn't realize I was that close now. Well, let's go ahead and hit some stuff here and see if we can't get the other 40-something to pop out through our world events, if that be the case. Since we're back a bunch of hours on the things now. That'd be sweet if we could just get like 2 20s and a 10 right now. Or even like a 20 and 2 15s or something like that right now. Because that would be more than enough to cover us. Now, so far we're getting nothing here. But then again, we're also only in the 7-hour stuff from the time, so. Okay, looks like we're still getting nothing. Okay, that one's 7. This one's 7.5. Got 7.5. And 7.5. Okay, so it's at least consistent with the time that we have before the stuff done. So let's see if we can get anything better than that. All right, that one just jumped double at 14.5. So let's see if we can get anything on that period of time. Oh, we just got 20 on the next go. And then that's a whatchamacallit. And then that was a dude. Okay. So we got 20 more for sure. So that puts us down to under 40 right now is what it is. So in that case, we're not actually going to need it. We're just going to have it be whenever at some point today then. So most likely, or some point later tonight is my guess, honestly. Yeah, because you've given us the zombies now. So actually I should go check and see how much time I got left on my thing. Here's what it is. 50 something minutes. Let's go direct the 300 right now. Okay, we got nothing on that one, unfortunately. So what is my count right now though on this? 29 right now that we need. Okay, so 29. So that'd be, how much is it for the things? Here's the question. It is, let's figure this out right now. 20K for a single flask. Jesus Christ. What a ripoff. Yeah, that's way too much for the clan points, dude. Okay, well, that's not going to work. Yeah, what's my count for my rubies right now? Yeah, still got enough there to do stuff. Let's do the 500 then. I get 10 more on that one. That's nice. That's good. Not going to blow 1,000 this time around, though. That'd be stupid. I doubt there'll be any more rubies there anyway, so I'll just stay where I'm at right now for the time being. So that puts us 10 closer, that's what it is. So we're now down to the last 20. So really, we just need another thing to pop up for the day, and then we're good to go is what it'll be. So I think that's what we're going to do right now, and see how close I am to the thing right now is what it is. Okay, so we got like a day and some change left right now. Takes it down to 18 hours. 4 hours. Okay, that's good. Ooh, that didn't get us anywhere near what I thought it was going to be. All right. So we're just going to leave that empty right now until we can get our final 20 is what it'll be then. Then we start our deal then is what it'll be today. So like I said, I could potentially just buy them right now if I wanted to and just have the rubies, or have the, not rubies, have the flasks for the daily. This would be here, but I'm not going to do that stuff though, because it's not, to me, it's not worth it, honestly. So let's see here, actually. Let's see, recruit stuff, special stuff. Oh, I actually could pay $1 right now and get it. Yeah, that might not be bad actually. I didn't realize there was that thing that existed right now. You also pay $2 and get 60 of them right now. Go check my thing right now on this game. See what it would cost me to do that right now. Is what I'm at. Okay, so technically, it would only cost me $8 right now to do $10 on these. So that's actually not a bad deal at all, man. So let's figure that out then. So $10. So that'd be, so really if I was to do that, it would be like $8.80. It's almost $9 then. So that, so instead of actually being 30, it would be about 25 to do all that stuff and get my shit right now. Yeah, what's fucking insane though is they did a new legendary golden tree skin. You get that. You get 15,000 town hall tokens, 100,000 elite points, and 200,000 rubies, and it's $950 fucking dollars, dude. Like that is psychotic. That is fucking insane, dude. So $1,000 fucking dollars for that shit. That's just fucking lunacy. It really is, dude. It's fucking absolutely psychotically insane. Yeah, that's some fucking nutty ass shit right there is what that is. Let's see if I can show that or not right now. I actually can't show that one. Okay. Yeah, so I'm talking about right here, this town hall skin, and then this stuff right here. Almost $1,000 fucking dollars, dude. Crazy. Like even when you get the TWDS Black Recruit, almost $200 right there for that shit. Then we got another $950 thing right here for the Annihilator and some other shit there. I know people have bought that too for almost $1,000. These other ones are here for $1,000. That one right there, you know, Master. You get 5 dogs, a single cow, a single sheep, and a single dog option for almost $100. There's what it is. 300 for eggs and a bunch of other shit for $100. That town hall thing plus other stuff for almost 1,000. Like, see, this is almost reasonable right here though. Like 90, 16, 12, and 16 for less than $5. I could see buying that. In fact, I could actually see getting this $20 one, honestly, for that. Or even like the $24 one for that one. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I could totally buy like this microtransaction shit, dude. Where it's like a couple dollars here and there, but that's the thing that adds up, you know, that's what it is. So versus this, it would be like 80 cents for that and then another, you know, $8 for this right here is what it is, which is not a bad deal at all, man. So, and I could see people not spending $1,000 just spending $800 right now is what it is, right? So you're actually getting like some, you know, discounts is what it is, but at the same time, it's like you're still spending a fuck ton of money is what it is, man. So I don't know. I just don't want to be one of those people is what it is, you know. But at the same time, I'm just like, I kind of want to get ahead a little bit, you know. So, I'm so fucking close. I'm just like, I should probably just do this now. Like, I should specifically do the dollar one anyway because I'm like literally like 19 away right now. I want to get it done already. Is what it is, and get it going. You know, so it's like a whole thing there. But for the other stuff, it's kind of like, yeah, do I spend, you know, the extra like $24 is what it is, and I think the answer is maybe, if I'm being honest. So yeah, I think you guys are going to see me spend money for the first time ever in this game, and probably the last time ever in this game, which is going to be right now to get the things for the extra stuff to get my Whisper cruise ahead is what it is then. And that's it, honestly. Like, it's going to be that, and it's going to be the flasks. I'll buy for the main just to get it to T10 then. Because I want to get that tech started right now is what it is. Because really I want to get it started right now because I want to be able to then build up stuff over time as it'll be then. And then it'll be a whole thing there as it will be. So, it's not... It's really like a big fucking issue is what it is, because I want to make sure that I have like enough to do certain things with is what it'll be then. And I know for a fact when I get the that technology for sharpshooters unlocked, then that particular crew of troops allows for a lot more power. And I think that's why people do go after that one first instead of going after like cavalry or melee and stuff like that, because they want to have themselves like a stronger troop set as what it'll be then. So, but yeah, thinking about it more and more though, I think I really need to make that call and pull the trigger on that one just one time. Like I said, dude, it's like, and this by the way, just to be clear, I am now, how far am I into this game right now is what it is. I am 797 days into this game right now. So you're talking about over 2 years. 2 years and about 2 months, give or take. So like 26 months is what it is. So in 26 months' time, I have never spent a dime on this game. And the only reason I'm in a different region than the one I started in is because somebody bought my way out for me. Which I would have paid the actual cash then if I had known that myself. So I just didn't know I had to pay money to get my way out of the original region, is what it was there. So yeah. So basically, if it wasn't for that dude, I'd be still in the same region I originally was as where it was there. But at the same time here, this is the first time I'd actually be spending actual money into this game, and it's because the shit is so much. It's really so much worth is what it is, dude. In my opinion, it's worth it to get the thing. It's worth it to have. If nothing else, it's worth it to get like double rewards for the next couple of days anyway. So, and if it does only last for like 5 more days or whatever, so be it. At least I got all my fragmentation I needed and stuff like that. And I was able to get everything good to go is what it does then. So, yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do right now. I think we're gonna make that call and pull that trigger is what it is then. And get all of our whisperers up to 120s then. And really there's a reason for that too, because I believe it's tomorrow. We will have another Lines We Cross event. Yeah, we're gonna have a launch cross event versus 125, which are roughly about the same level we are right now. So yeah, I think now is the time to upgrade all those dudes if that be the case then. Plus, on top of that, then, with us getting as many, as we did here, I think technically we would also get enough, what am I looking at right now? Yeah, I think we technically get enough of the, extra jackets and stuff like that to actually make something worthwhile then for our equipment then. Like possibly another, well, don't think do we get anvils in that or not? I don't think we do we? I'm gonna check on that real quick. I don't believe so. Let me just check to confirm on that. Okay, let's see. What do we get actually? So day 1 you get a bunch of fragments and a bunch of rubies. Day 2 you get a bunch of long ranges. Day 3 you get a bunch of combat experience and a 30-day hilltop. Day 4 you get the rare basic supply chest now. Day 5 you get a bunch of different metals. Day 6 you get a bunch of more, or no, that's day 4. Day 5 you get a bunch more fragmentation. Day 6 you get a bunch of speed ups and a bunch more supply chests. Day 7 you get some bread. Day 8 you get some of the not combat experience, but the other experience for your builders and stuff. Day 9 you get their kind of metals. Day 10 you get some more of the boxes. Day 11 you get some more frags. Day 12 you get some more bread. Day 13 you get metals and some long ranges. Day 14 you get a bunch more combat things. Day 15 you get 2,400 speed ups and a bunch of basic boxes. Day 16 you get basic boxes. Day 17 you get some more metals. Day 18 you get some bunch of sunglasses. Day 19 is a bunch more speed ups. Day 20 is some more bread. Day 21 is some jackets. 22 is some more metals. 23 is a bunch more fragments. 24 is a bunch of hats. 25 is a ton of the boxes. Day 26 is 38 long ranges. Day 27 is 38 machetes. It was day 27. Day 28 is a bunch more bread. Day 29 is a bunch more metals. And then day 30 is 38 more long ranges. And then day 30 plus is, where's that now? Yeah, day 30 plus, you get 100K of combat experience things and 5 medals per day for each one of those. So at 76, that's quite a few actually right now. So yeah, I think now would be the time to pull the trigger on that bad boy and get us some stuff. Here's what it is. Nope, still being stupid right now. Yeah, I think that's going to be the play. That's what it is. Because like I said, in that case, we can actually get. And what I may end up doing is I may end up spending $2 extra on the main account here, because in the thing here for the daily value stuff, if you go to the special ones, you actually get you can either do 30, you can do $1 where you're either getting 30 flasks, 2 hours of research speed ups, and then 100 minutes of research speed ups plus some bread, or you can do $2 worth of gold. There's what it is, and you're getting 60, 4 hours, 200 minutes, and then double the bread. So I think that's actually worth it to have the extra 40 flasks in the future, just because I know we're going to need stuff like that down the line after this T10 tech for specifically doing other things, because it costs like 110 initially to get the shit done is what it is. So yeah, I think now is the time to do this, honestly, and get it done as quickly as possible. Then is what it'll be. So like I said, that's how I'm going to spend the rest of the next half hour, I should say, is what it'll be. And then from there, we'll call it a day then. And I think right now I'm just going to call it a day entirely and tell you guys to have a good one is what it is. And I'm going to go do this, and then hopefully it'll be able to go through and whatnot. So, yeah, like I said, you don't, and that's the thing, right? Like, if it wasn't for the fact that I was only spending like legitimately like $10 here for like several different things, I wouldn't be spending a dime in this game, dude. Legitimately. And like I said, you don't got to sit there and spend tens of thousands of dollars just for a fucking character, is what it is. And I think that's the problem with so many of the people that are, you know, like these moderators and stuff like that for the Discord. There's what it is, where they're just like, oh no, your thing is going to be shit if you don't spend, X, Y, and Z amount of money. It's like, no, it's still going to be good, man. Just, lay the fuck off, basically, is what it is, So, and again, I really don't care what they have to say about it. That's what it is, dude. Like, their opinions don't matter to me, is what it is. Seriously. And I've actually considered doing this $10 thing before, so I just never got a chance to do it until now, is what it is. So it's not like it's like, oh my god, like this whole time I'm just like, oh, don't pay to win, and then, sort of paying to get ahead is what it is there a little bit, which it's not even paying to win at this point. It's literally just paying to get slightly ahead is what it is there by like 8 hours more or less, because I have no idea when the next actual thing's going to pop up on the Walker walls is what it is right now. And I know the next thing for our money, or for the world events, is not for another almost 4 hours right now. So yeah, I would have to spend at least 4 hours waiting for something possibly, versus I could literally go in like 5 minutes and do this right now is what it is, and get the shit started, which is what I'm going to do currently, is what it'll be. So yeah, to me, it's kind of a no-brainer at this point to, like I said, spend the $1 or so I need, $2 at most, to get the extra flasks there, as it'll be, and then a few hours of speed ups too on top of that, so that I can start this thing and have, basically be on my way to get shit done in the next 19 days is what it'll be then. So. But yeah, if I hadn't known that was going to be there, the next thing I could have done was I would have actually had to go and do, where's it at here now? Yeah, I would have actually had to go and spend $2 for 40 flasks, and then you get another 20 daily is what it is, for I think a week, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what it is. Versus with this other thing, I'm getting, like I think it's 60 flasks and then a couple hours of speed ups and stuff like that, but it's only a one-time shot is what it is. Which, I don't know, which one's better, man? Like, y'all tell me. I think it's like, technically, I mean, you might just say it's the flask thing alone, because it would be if you're getting like, a week's worth or whatever, if that be the case, because it essentially equates to like 180, I think is what it'll be then, versus like 60 and then some other stuff then with it. So, but yeah, overall it's not bad though. That being said, so yeah, I think that's going to be our plan there right now, is going to be, like I said, just buying that and seeing how it goes then. Trying to see if there's a way to get a better deal here actually. So let's see. So that'd be, trying to figure this out now. So that would be 960. So yeah, if I do that, it would be 80, 960, and then another 10. Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out now. So that'd be 960. So the thing is, on that one though, I could actually spend like 240 more and do a 10 and a 5, and then I would have an extra, what would it be then? Like 300, I think, right? To do what I want with then. That might actually be worth it then on that one, because that'd be $12 instead of $9.60. So let's see, so that'd be 12 plus 8 would be 20, plus another 8 would be 2. Okay, so that's like $2 under whatever. Yeah, that's about, that sounds good. That sounds fine. I think that'll work. So yeah, I think that'll work. But yeah, either way, like I said, man, I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and spend, you know, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 or more on like a fucking Ezekiel or a Michonne or whatever the case it is there, man. But yeah, like I just said, like maybe like $10 or $15 on fucking, you know, getting my thing to T10 is quicker, like you know, half a day basically quicker, 2 things, and then of course, you know, getting a bunch of extra extra fragments, so that I can get a few of the base characters up a level or 2 and get them a little stronger for the upcoming Lines with Cross event. Like, yeah, I think that's worth it honestly right now. Now, granted, that being said, again, like I said before, this would not be a everyday thing, is what it is, man, and it would be. I could see honestly, like someone else doing this stuff for like with how my account is right now. I could see them doing that stuff for like maybe like 2 more months or something, and it would just be a way to get like all the other base 12 up to the 120 mark, and then from there it would be, you know, whatever after the fact then. But yeah, for me personally, it's a situation there where it's like I'm not gonna, you know, be retarded and do dumb shit. Basically, is what it is. So, but anyway, so yeah. On that note, though, like I said, I will for the first time ever in over 2 years, be spending real money for this one and only time, and then it'll just be, you know, from here on out, it'll be never spend money again, basically. So, and like I said, if it wasn't for what I want to do right now, I wouldn't be spending money at all. But I definitely want to get my thing just done a little bit quicker, is what it is there. And yeah, I totally understand how people are, you know, addicted to the microtransaction stuff, is what it is there, man. So, but yeah, me personally, it's not an addiction at all. It's, you know, I'm just gonna do this those single fucking time, knowing that full well, and knowing I can pay that card off in pretty quick succession. Here's what it'll be then, and then that'll be the only time ever that I'll pay, you know, money down on this thing. So it'll be then. And I say that specifically because of the fact that it will take fucking forever to get the other ones done after this then, because like I said, it's going to be, as soon as I get these up to 120, then I believe it's anything after 120, it automatically doubles to then I believe it's 260. So yeah, it's not even worth it to try to do them after that then, because on that aspect of things, you would essentially be paying, if you're going to do one, you're going to focus on one guy specifically, then you would be paying for another month of stuff just to get one dude up twice, basically. So it'd be, instead of being a 7, it would be a 7.2 at that point. And then it'd be another month worth to then it would be a 7.4. And then it'd be another month worth, it would be an 8 something then. Or technically that one would be an 8, and you would start the next one over and have that one up to like a 7.2 then, is what it is. So, but yeah, to me, it's the fact that it would basically take you, trying to figure this out now. Let's figure this out now. So it'd be, let's see, 1 month would be 2 levels. So 2, 4. Yeah, the fact that it would take you 5 months to get 2 characters up to 130s basically is fucking ridiculous, dude. So you're essentially talking about you have to spend 10 months to get 4 characters up to that level. And then if you bought the other 2 months, so it'd be the full year, then you might be able to get like 1 more character pretty close then. To me, that's ridiculous, dude, what it is. And again, it's not worth it, man. It just isn't. So, but yeah, like I said, this one specific time though, to where we're really close to it being the end of the whole thing there, it's actually worth it for me to do this right now. And it's something that I probably would have done last month if I had thought better of it then, but I just didn't. That's what it is. So, anyway, actually looking at this right now, do I actually have a way to? Oh no, never mind. That is Visa MasterCard. Okay, just wanted to make 100% sure on that one. So, yeah, because that's what my card would be able to. It's a MasterCard. Or no, actually might be a Visa now. Think about it. Whatever. Either way, it's one of the two. Doesn't matter. They take both. So, but yeah, like I said, this will be the. Just to reiterate for about the 18th time now, this will be the one and only time I will ever be doing this thing. And I will never be giving a dime after this. And the only reason I'm doing this one particular time, here's what it is because first off, I want to get my tech started immediately. And then I want to get, a bunch of the extra fragments to get my dudes up a little bit higher as it'll be then. So, but yeah, other than that though, that's where I'm at right now, dude. So I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. There is a big, huge difference between what I'm doing and what you would call like dolphins, whales, and just legit pay to wins. Like I'm specifically doing my own thing right now is what it is to get like just basically on par is what I call it right now. And yeah, if you're only spending like a few dollars to get on par with like, the next level is what it is more or less. Like that makes sense, versus these people that are sitting there spending, hundreds to thousands to tens of thousands of dollars. Like I was showing earlier, dude. Like if you're going to be one of these people that legit is spending almost $1,000 fucking dollars on a new skin for your town hall to make you a little bit stronger is what it is. Like, nah, dude, you're part of the fucking problem at that point. Comparing to me that's going to spend $10 fucking dollars to get like a whole month's worth of reward stuff is what it is there, dude. Like that's a big fucking difference, honestly. So yeah, like that's definitely like pay to win versus like, hey, I want this thing is what it is. And that's all you're doing really is what it is. It's like it's a literal microtransaction at that point. Versus paying to get ahead or stay intact or whatever it is there. So anyway, but yeah, on that note though, I hope you guys do enjoy this episode. And I will see y'all on the next one. Peace out, y'all. Most likely we'll be doing Honda's chat tonight, but I'm not 100% sure though, because he might be doing simulcast with NEA is what it is then. If he does that and they're just all on his panel, I don't know if I'll be getting an invite or not then. So I'm kind of hoping, I mentioned something to Honda on the Discord about doing potentially a Rumble only stream too for that matter, like during that whole thing. So if nothing else, you can just flip over to that, like after Matt ends his stream is what it would be then. And potentially that Rumble only one, we could also be doing like the whole like, casting of the entire thing, then is what it is there. And the rest of us as a panel could have the ability to, have a say about like, oh yeah, this is fucking retarded. And, some dumb shit's being said in that debate or whatever the case, we can call it out for what it is at the time, whatever. And we just like on the spot fact check whoever then is what it is then. Whether it be ABC or whether it be Kamala or whoever that's making the fucking, made up crap at that point, because I'm sure they will say something like that is what it is there. It needs to be fact checked immediately like that. But given her ass, she'll probably go for gun control and stuff tonight during that debate is my guess. But who knows, man. But anyway, but yeah, on that note though, like I said, I'm going to go do a couple of things right now. and then I'm going to make some moves is what it'll be, and then going from there, I will be starting my final tech in a couple minutes is what it is then. As soon as I get those flasks is what it'll be then. So, but yeah, it'll be fun because that gives us about 2.5 weeks, give or take, from now. We will have that tech done, which is all dependent, obviously, on how fast we actually get all our stuff done. Is what it is there. So it'll be a long and windy road for sure. But anyway, so yeah, needless to say, I will be back on our main channel tomorrow though, because I realized a few hours ago that tomorrow is 9/11, and it'll be the 23rd anniversary of the day that Twin Towers were attacked. So I definitely want to do a stream about that one is what it is. So I think what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to do like a partial stream on the main Ohio Patriot Education Network channel that has like 700 plus subscribers on it right now. I'll probably do that for about 15 minutes or so, give or take, and then I'll be doing a Rumble exclusive after that where I get into the real shit is what it is that I can't see here on YouTube of who was actually behind that attack that day. So anyway, but yeah, needless to say, that's where we're going to be at for tomorrow. So it'll be, and like I said, it'll be the whole thing then is what it'll be, man. So day of remembrance for sure. It'll be actually the first 9/11 that Mom's not with us, which is kind of sad to think about because she was here all the way to the last one is what it is. Just like this year will be the first time I'm not going to see her for Thanksgiving is what it is. So yeah, just sucks, man. Also be the first Christmas without her too, for that matter. So that one also blows. But yeah, that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out, y'all. Stay safe. All that good stuff. Later.